again. Here we are. Munchkin's at the bar. Are you calling in from the local bar establishment?
Yes.
that apparently allows kitty cats in there?
She's the owner.
Oh, the cat's the owner?
Mm-hmm.
She looks unhappy with the amount of money being spent there.
She accepts payment in pets.
Yeah, now, unlike Jazzy that charged his Puremax at way too high wattage, which he should have known better than that, mine got left out in the rain. I didn't realize it was out there because the table it was laying on is black and this is black, so I didn't see it. And yeah, so I've let it dry. Good Lord, it's been like over a week now. And now, at first it wouldn't fire at all. Now it fires when it wants to. Most of the time, if it doesn't fire, all I got to do is I blow through the bottom or the top, and then it'll fire. Like right now, it's probably going to work.
Can you not do the claw thing? That hurts.
No problemo. Still working. There we go. There's the lights. But it just shows that even though this thing sat out in the torrential rainstorm, it still works. I don't know how, because I thought it was dead. And I'm like, I saw that Yeehee posted, it's great flavor, Frankenmiser. I didn't leave it standing up in the rain. It was laying flat. So no rain went into my coil. So unless it splashed up in there. But, if they could come out with a pod that 40 mils. Oh, you mean 4 mils? I don't think you mean 40 mils of juice. That's a lot.
It's rain, Angela.
Yeah, even when you watch all the forecasts, when it looks like snow is going to come over to our part of Virginia, no, it's the west side. I mean, if we have to, we can drive out west and get some snow, I guess. I mean,
they said we might get some on Tuesday.
Tomorrow, we're supposed to go to the aquarium with the grandchildren's.
No, we are going. I already bought the tickets.
Well, okay, tomorrow we're going to the aquarium with the grandchildren.
So Katie can pet stingrays.
She likes the stingrays. I might have gotten myself in too deep on my credit card, so I didn't even realize, like, one of my main credit cards was at 0% APR. I thought it was at its normal rate already. Apparently, I've had that thing over a year, and all that time it was 0% APR. I just never paid attention to it. I did get an email a couple days ago. It goes, guess what? Your 0% APR is running out in a couple months, and then it's going to 29.99%. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. So if I can't get that balance down, I'm going to be screwed. Just saying. So how's everybody doing?
Didn't I just tell you to stop spending money on shit you don't need?
Yeah, I mean, but I rarely put stuff on
That's not the point. To stop spending money on shit you don't need means you could pay that towards your credit card.
Well, Jazzy, and then you have those balance transfer credit cards. Everyone I applied for, they were like, nope. Just so I could get a 0% APR. That's all I want to do. Get another credit card, move it over so I have 0% for another 12 months to give me time to pay it.
You don't even need to do a balance transfer to another 0%, just something that's not 29.
Well, the other ones, the ones that didn't have 0 were 15 to 29. And they're going to go, oh yeah, well, 29 for you. And I'd have been like, well, I didn't save a damn penny, $7,000. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at there, Jazzy. How do I know a bank card that will do it for me? If anybody knows about credit, it should be Jazzy. I got a Blue Yeti mic, but when I turned on check it's not there in Windows Pro. That's weird, Harry, because Blue Yeti is USB, unless you bought the wrong kind. But I think the Blue Yeti, because I have a Blue Yeti here, and it should automatically recognize it. Unless there's a conflict, I would try a different USB port and see if you can get it to come up that way. I'm on Windows 11 now, so not that I wanted to. It updated when I wasn't paying attention, and now I'm on Windows 11, so go figure. But when I was on Windows 10, yeah, it's USB. Just try it in a different port, and then see if, when you plug it in, you should hear that ding. No, you should hear that sound like you plug something in. And if you get an error, then something else is going on. Scorp.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Yetis are good mic. You can choose to do omnidirectional sound or cardioid, like straight in front of you, and they sound really good. It's just, it picks up a lot of background noise, unless you use a filter. So, but if you have no sound behind you or anything, then they're great mics. This one, the Elgato mic, costs a lot more, but it's a nice mic. I don't even have to be close to it, and it picks up my voice fine, and it cuts out all the random noise in the background, so I like it. What are you doing? Restocking the bar? What the hell?
No, I'm putting my fucking office back together, because I told you when you got that shit out of the closet, you're just going to leave everything in disarray, and that's exactly what you did.
I still maintain 746 credit. No, I'm at a little over 700, Jazzy, on credit. That's why I'm like, why would they turn me down on a balance transfer card and my credit score's over 700? But whatever.
Because they know what you're up to.
They know, yeah. We know what you're trying to do, and we will not allow it. It's bad.
Why are you standing on stuff?
So,
move your butt.
What is it? March is when we're going to try to go down to Florida to the Fly It for Gauge thing, if we can find a decent deal on some plane tickets, and probably going to have to get a hotel room while we're down there, because I know we're not staying with Shane. I'm scared to get one, and then somebody goes, oh, you could have just stayed with us, and then I've already paid for a hotel room. That would suck. So I don't know whether to wait until I get down there or order it beforehand.
I'm not quite. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Oh, they're sitting too close to each other, Tony. Well, I'm not gonna tell Shane he needs to buy more expensive mics or better audio equipment. I mean, if he's doing a show, that's great. It's. I don't have the top of the line equipment.
Were they in the same
room? I don't have cheap stuff either. I don't think they're in the same room, but they're close to each other, and anytime that happens, you get the echoing from one mic to the other, so it messes the stuff up. But that is what it is. It has been very windy here. I mean, I thought I was going to go out and kite, and then I realized the wind picked right back up. Now we're in very high breeze again, so no kiting. I don't want to fly with a kite.
Come on.
I don't want to fly like a kite, I should say. Kiting your wing's supposed to be on the ground, not in the air. Munchkin got to feel what it's like to get yanked with a wing, because she got to kite my wing this past spring, and a nice little gust of wind came and yanked her. She was pretty much sitting down, and it yanked her up in the air.
Not for long.
No, the good thing is it was just in her hands. It was not strapped onto her, thank God, so she was able to let go. How was Scuba after his testing of the Nixidine? Forgetful Red. I knew you were going to bring that up. It's really hard to tell Forgetful Red, because I don't know if it's. I really need to trick myself and put that juice in a tank without me knowing that it's a mental thing. Like, I know that that's not real nicotine, and it's making me, because I didn't notice that I got really edgy, but I could feel something.
I think it worked a little bit better than it did the first time.
It did work better. I'll give it that. It definitely worked. Oh, awesome. You changed the USB port, and now it's fine. Cool. Awesome, Harry. So now you just got to go in and tweak the gains and all that stuff. I think on my Blue Yeti, I had to turn the gain all the way to 0 because if you turn it up a little bit, it's freaking stupid loud. It's really loud. So I had to turn it all the way to 0. Otherwise, I was just blasting everybody to death. And I even...
Have you neglected this one today or something? Why the hell is she all over me?
No, she's been gone all day. I don't know where she was at. The other two were stuck up my butt all day, but that one's been hidden. Have you ever tried nicotine patch? I did, Tony. When I was trying to get off cigarettes, I did do the nicotine patch. I'll tell you what, if you have a nicotine patch and try to smoke on top of it, you'll probably get a good nick buzz, because I know it made me dizzy and feel nauseous. I had too much nicotine.
That's cool, Jazzy.
I got to meet Zach Wild. Oh, cool. Nice. But yeah, nicotine patches, you know, they come in different milligrams and stuff. And, you know, as far as using a nicotine patch to get off smoking, it's a good tool, but you really have to just... With vaping, it's almost a no-brainer. You don't even have to think about it. Before you know it, you won't even be smoking.
Well, with nicotine patches only cover part of the equation that makes smoking
right. You don't get that
habit-forming
hand-to-mouth thing with a nicotine patch.
Well, and the whole ritual, you know, I mean, we all know there was, well, if you don't smoke, you don't, but there was a ritual with cigarettes. Cigarettes were a placeholder. You know, I'm going to go do X, but I'm going to smoke a cigarette first. Or I've done X, now I'm going to smoke a cigarette.
That's interesting,
with the nicotine
Tony.
patch, you don't have that break.
Tony said it gave him some interesting dreams, or some weird dreams. Now, I know my ex-wife took Chantix or whatever, and it about drove her nuts. So I wouldn't suggest trying that stuff for sure. I don't even know if it's still on the market because people commit suicide.
They probably changed the name of it.
They may have. You never know with Big Pharma. They're like, we still need to sell all this stuff. Let's just change the name of it. I didn't realize there was another NyQuil out. What's it called?
ZQuil.
ZQuil.
It's NyQuil without the medicine. Because they said, we know y'all motherfuckers are drinking this to fall asleep. So here, we'll just take out the liver... destroying shit.
We'll just give you the liquor and something to help you fall asleep. There you go. Sounds good to me. No medicine. You don't need the medicine.
They're not wrong.
Right?
That's been out, though, for a long time.
You had your first drink in 12 years. Wow, Jazzy. That must have took a lot for you to go, you know what? I'm going to have a drink. Leakage? You've heard about leakage? I would hope not, Jazzy.
From Chantix? I mean, that's like the least of your worries with that stuff, but I have not heard of that as a side effect, but I wouldn't doubt it.
The patch gave creed back. Hey Bill, how's it going? I never had any weird dreams when I had the patch. I was surprised it worked as well as it did. I was like, how's this going to work just by touching my skin? But it does. That was one of the ways I tried to quit smoking.
Well,
I mean,
Jameson
and it works.
is a tasty one if you're gonna
right
have a double shot and get on with it. At least it was enjoyable.
75-year-old.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You went down like water. I bet you slept really good, Jazzy.
No, the shot went down like water.
Oh. It went down like water. I thought he said he went down like water.
No. Off a double shot? Nah. I mean, maybe because he hasn't vaped in a while. But
I keep having these dreams of flying that trike again because I've the whole season and I got to fly the trike one time, which I mean once is better than zero. But I did, I don't feel like I'm a skilled trike pilot by flying it one time. Did I get right up? Yes, but I need to do that multiple times in a row before I feel like, I got the trike thing down. I want a big field, and that where we were flying that day was not a big. I mean, it's a big
It was
field.
a big field. There was just corn.
Corn everywhere. You couldn't. You can't like drive around it while you're trying to kite your wing, and plus the wing was getting caught on that stuff.
You could have. It would have just been really bumpy and probably tore your wing.
I've already got 3 tears in my wing. I don't need any more. Now, granted, they're all very small holes which have been patched, but I don't want any bigger hole or anything, or I'll end up having to replace a whole section of the wing, which is not cheap.
Why does that look so damn noticeable? It's a camera angle. There.
I got a salt plow starting Sunday night. Oh man, yeah. I've seen all the weather forecast of all the snow that's hitting over there. It looks. I'm like, wow, man. We never get that.
We've only gotten snow like that once or twice here, where you have a couple feet on the ground. Snow is different here because it's not thick. So like where you have giant snow banks on the side of your road, if you drive off it, we don't have that here. If you drive off the road here, you're going to hit a curb in someone else's car.
Nice, Jazzy. Damn, Jazzy, I need to come do that. Hell, I'll sit behind a plow. I'll do that all day. They'll be like, yeah, but you have to do all the streets in 1 hour.
Well, no, they don't. Plows don't move that fast.
Right?
Bangs are a commitment, Tony. I'm just saying.
It does not, Jazzy. That's why it's important to save the money while you're making it, and then, to give you a little buffer when that job is not in season. That's good money, though. $65 an hour. Jeez.
Hey, but you know what? You could take that street sweeping. That's what Katie's uncle did. Is he drove the street sweeper overnight. He got paid pretty good money, and you got to move them slow too. So.
You wish the state would sub it out, yeah. Then you'd have all kinds of street sweepers on there. This is my neighborhood. Get out. They'd be fighting over neighborhoods on which ones they get to plow or not. That's what would happen if it wasn't covered by the state. So I think they're trying to avoid that. Street sweeper is big business. Yeah, we have one that comes through here like once a month. Or I should say once a month that I notice. They came like 2 days ago. And they just basically brush off everything that's on the side of the curb and vacuum it up. That's it. We don't have any need for snow plows or anything like that.
Well, I mean, even when it does snow, we do have snow plows. But they only do the highways.
What would be interesting is if we had one of those floods that we get that fills our whole front yard with water, and then that freeze over. That would be interesting. Y'all are getting snow Monday? I don't want an ice
skating rink in my front yard.
No, not really, but it'd be fun for like a day or two and then go away.
The little fishies would freeze.
Get it out. They would. They would.
So I'm thinking.
Okay.
Thinking about taking a bite.
Well, tonight will be the night to test it, so I'll know how it affects you.
Well, and because I don't really want to get up with a headache tomorrow with the girls being dropped off at 10 and have to get ourselves ready.
Why would you have a headache? I don't see that causing a headache.
Because I wake up every Saturday with a headache when I'm drinking. Mainly because I'm dehydrated, but...
I'm scared to try one, period, so I don't even know.
I do have to finish putting all this shit back in the closet that somebody drug out and just left spread all over the place.
Probably gonna run out of money on my coin account. I'm just gonna run out.
Damn.
13 inches. Damn, Shopkey. Yeah, we'll be
There's
lucky
a joke
if we get
in there somewhere, Peanut, but I'm not gonna make it.
We might get a dusting if we're lucky. I don't even think we're gonna get a dusting. Every time they show Virginia,
they said
it like
the last
misses
forecast
us.
they did, they had us at 1 to 2 inches. But they said they'd know more as it got closer. They don't know how far that trough is going to drop down to bring that cold air in.
15.5 inches. So do they run, I guess up where it's really cold, heat pumps aren't as popular because of that fact of how cold it is, because heat pumps don't operate very well in the cold. But I do know that they have them up there, but they're made different. They have some kind of heater built into the coils so that it can thaw it out and heat again. So I don't know. 6 feet. Damn, Scott. 6 feet. That would be one of those where you see the video and they open the door and the dog goes to run outside and runs into a big poof of snow. Poof. I've never been anywhere in the world like that to even see that. Besides, just video.
You are not going to get back in my lap. You keep getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. Make up your damn mind.
Okay, so you use oil. Gotcha.
Oil?
Yep, they use heat and oil.
Well.
But we got wind. Man, I tell you what, if we got anything here, we got wind. It blew lots of tree limbs down. It blew my storage shed, the door wide open, and snapped one of the bolts off of the door. I was like, dadgum. I knew it was windy, but that's ridiculous. My trike was in there, and I'm like, dang, man. Don't mess up my trike. But everything inside was fine. It just blew the door open and broke it off the hinge.
Yeah, we got considerable wind.
Diesel fuel, 18-wheeler. Oh, gotcha. They just dye it different color. Yeah, and that's the whole thing with diesel. It's less refined gasoline, but costs more money. Go figure. Is it because there's less used of it? I mean, I would say, yeah, that it is less. There's a lot of big rigs on the road, but there's a lot more cars. That's the thing. Compared to the big rigs and everything that runs diesel. So, they make the more refined gas cheaper. Go figure. And now everything, is switching to freaking electric.
Damn it.
They keep the snowshoes in the attic for a reason, so you can go out the gable vent. Damn, Bill. That's when you know it's snowing a little too hard. When you go, yeah, I'm going outside. I got to go to the attic to go outside. I got to go out the roof. Oh, dyed diesel has a no road tax. Huh. I did not know that.
Oh, I hear birds.
Oh,
outside.
yeah. Jazzy, I don't think the electric has not come far enough now to where it's beneficial really to switch over. It has gotten better, but I think it needs more. They need to have electric cars that can do like 800 miles before you have to recharge, something like that. Then they'll be like, okay, that's good. But now, even now, they got what, 350, 400 miles? That's pretty good. That's a good trip. You could go from Georgia to Florida without having to recharge.
Well, except for when you're like my boss, who's like, do I have any appointments this morning? Why? Because I forgot something. You forgot to charge your car, didn't you? Yeah.
I forget. That's pretty bad. You gotta remember to charge your car. I mean, that should be
Yeah.
a daily thing. You come home, plug it to the charger. Simple.
Well, he doesn't have a garage, so it's not like he can just pull in the garage and plug it
Well,
in.
he needs to buy a house with a garage,
Well, he's
especially with
building
a
a
Tesla.
house with a garage.
Yeah. Did I see the cutaway PBG? I did not, Tony. So now they're making a cutaway. That yeah, it makes sense though, so you can throw your reserve. But it depends on the cutaway. Like, what if you have a cutaway, but you're in a trike? I guess it could still. That still shouldn't get tangled up in your cage or the trike if the wing's above you and you're not gift wrapped in the wing. That's the problem. Sometimes when these people go down, they're gift wrapped in their own wing. When that happens, you're pretty much
Fucked.
screwed. You're screwed. If the wing is tangled out to your side, you're okay. You can throw a reserve, but when you get gift wrapped, I mean, besides cutting a hole through it and trying to get out, I don't know what you would do. Because you're basically just a ball coming straight down at that point. Hello, Dion. What else is going on? Vapor-lated, I don't know. Oh, I did notice that Yeehee has a place to buy the Puremax stuff on their website, but it's not available yet. Now, I don't know if they plan on selling them directly from their website in the future. I don't know. Because right now, to find spare parts for the Puremax looks hard. And I know they have new pods and stuff that are coming out for it. And the one that our coworker got, she loves the thing. She's like, what am I going to do when I need more coils? And I'm like, I don't know at this point. So hopefully by the time you need more coils, we can get a hold of them. Besides me just emailing them and say, hey, I need more coils, make them available for purchase or something somewhere where we can get a hold of this stuff. All these big companies, Smock, whatever you want to call them, and Geek Vape, and all the local U.S. distributors carry those, but they just don't carry Yeehee, and I don't get it. I mean, it's not like they're not a known brand.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. You'd think they would now that they're getting more into the pod market, because, that gas station carries, other Yeehee stuff that isn't pods, but they also have the pods. So
you still think the VI coils and the VI tank have far better flavor? I don't know, Tetley. It really depends. Yeah, it does depend on the juice. I will tell you that, Tetley. Because I tried one juice in here that I didn't care for. The very first juice I tried. And then after that, I put the strawberry earthquake cake. That was really good in there, but it eventually seemed muted. Now I have the blueberry cornbread pudding in here, and it tastes the same every time. It's actually really good. Better than what I got on some of the tanks, no doubt. Now it wants to work every time. Really? If it's going to keep working, great. Yeah, I mean, I like the VIs, but I don't think they were better than this. In my opinion. I mean, Tetley, I would definitely try a different kind of juice in the Puremax and see what you get, because honestly, depending on the juice, the way that the Puremax raises and lowers the wattage to keep a steady, to make you hit all the notes of the juice, that's what makes this thing taste different. Is it's bringing the wattage up and down so that it hits all the notes of the juice. Unlike where normal mods stay, like you said, at 75 watts, it pushes a straight 75. Some juices, as you know, are better at lower wattages. Some juices are better at higher wattages. This takes care of that by changing as you're vaping it. It goes up and down so that you get the full range of flavor. Oh, I see what you're saying. The coils were good. The pods were crap. Okay. I see that. Yeah, Jazzy, I agree there. It will not fire if there's no juice in there. I've vaped this thing without paying attention and ran it till there was no juice and it stopped firing. I was like, what the hell? And I looked, I was like, oh, there's no juice in there. That'll do it. Which right now,
can't vape with no juice.
I'm below the minimum mark in here right now, so this is going to stop hitting pretty soon. But I'd rather fill it up before it gets that low. I don't even want to take a chance on drying one of these out. It's almost like it does a pulse type thing when you get low on juice to give you a hint. Hey, I'm about to run out of juice. What is that? It's a pod? Oh, it's a little cheese scraper.
There's an itty bitty cheese grater. Sorry, TJ Maxx got me in the checkout aisle. Who doesn't need an itty bitty cheese grater?
This bottle was not made to pour juice in a pod. It's got way too big of an opening. I just spilled juice everywhere. I wish that these pods had a little bit bigger of an opening to put juice in.
Hey, I just found some pods for the me.
They worked fine for the little Gorilla Tip bottles, but not this bottle. It just won't.
Hey, there's a brand new one in here.
Yeah, it's
I
not
had
working.
Any of these left.
It's catching every time I put it on there. Uh-oh.
Out of there. Here.
My bad, I just hit the intro button. Apparently. I didn't try to.
Oh, no, that's used.
Well, we saw enough of that already, man. Don't do that again. That blueberry, when you taste the juice straight off, is very strong. Let's see if I can get this. I'm going to try one more time here. I think it's going in there this time. Yep, it is. When you get it going, don't stop, because then you'll have juice everywhere.
Oh, here's some QP coils, Alien V2s.
From QP?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those came with one of those mods. I'd probably just threw them off to the side.
Yeah, no. This is in the box of my stuff.
Well, of course, you took my stuff. I mean, that's the way that goes.
You know, I did own things before you came along, just so you know.
And how many QP design things have you bought? Right.
2, I think.
And I've only bought like a buttload.
Do you want a cookie? That doesn't mean these coils are yours.
Take the coils. I'm okay.
I am.
Of course you are.
Greedy Gus. You're like, it's mine. They're mine. That's mine too.
Just saves me.
Those are all mine.
I thought it was a commercial. Bill. It could have been, man, I'll tell you. I am, you know, I don't know how long it's been since Bill's been flying, but for me, it was October 28th. So that's been a while. I feel like I'm out of practice now, and I need to get back in the air.
Where's Andre? I gotta send him a picture. He's gonna be so mad at me. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, those are your earrings.
Yes, well, not quite. They're just really, really big coils that are supposed to be made into earrings. They're so pretty, though. Look
Oh,
at
see,
that.
now it's not firing. It's flashing.
Look how pretty those are.
And then it fired. Go figure. It's like once air hits this one time, then it's like, oh yeah, I'm good. And it'll start working again. And now it quit. Now it should be fine.
I wonder if Andre's crazy girlfriend's killed him yet. She's got to be somewhat crazy. Well, done. Show's over. Why would you think that?
I don't have an outro, so yeah, I've never made an outro.
Because you played the...
I need to redo the intro, to be honest with you. That's been the same thing for way too long. Oh, Bill, I would say it's just like riding a bike, but you know as good as I do that that's not true. It is so weird. Like you can learn to ride a bicycle, right? And then not ride a bicycle for 5 years and get right back on a bike and ride it no problem. With flying, it's different. You almost have to relearn everything, not everything, but how much pressure you use when you're kiting and everything. It's almost like you have to relearn it all over again if you go too long of a period between flights. Seems like. Now, I've seen people that haven't flown in a year and they take right off no problem. I mean, not the perfect takeoff, but still pretty good.
Now, I think this was yours, but I think weren't you sending these out for like,
Angela, I think
wins?
it's like 5 years now.
Why does shit keep disappearing there? I'll hold it in front of my face.
The David gave me that.
Did he?
That's my Nick card. You're pretty sure that's just an elder problem? Thanks, Jazzy. Son of a gun. You only forget that stuff because you're old, Scuba.
Angela has a question for you.
I already answered it.
You did?
Yes.
What was it?
Why don't you answer it and we'll see, we'll compare.
No, I'm good.
No.
I'm never
go
quite
ahead,
sure
answer.
what to say in answer to that question, so I'll let you answer it.
I told her it's been about 5 years. Hey, if you can't take a little bit of trolling, you're living in the wrong world. No, I'm fine. I'm fine, Jazzy. I just got to give you crap.
It's something like that.
November
5-ish
26th.
years, yeah.
Well, Tony, that's better than me. Like I said, I was October 28th, so Halloween came, and there was a couple of times I could have went flying. Like Thanksgiving Day was beautiful, it was perfect day to fly. But we were doing the family.
No.
We were doing the family thing, and the same thing for Christmas was a great day to fly. And the reason I picked 2 holidays is because that's when I know the airport's closed, and I could have literally went out back and went flying, but I did not. I'm gonna have to show Munchkin how to do this puzzle because once she learns it, she probably won't be able to put it back down.
Munchkin doesn't do puzzles. That's your
Yeah,
thing.
but once I show you how to do this one, you'll be like, oh, this will be a cool toy. Yes, Jazzy, go ahead. I can be sirs. I need to wash my hand. I got juice on my hand while Jazzy figures out his question.
Man, I don't know where that piece went. I mean, that's a really good question, Ed. Can't answer that, though. Just gonna say maybe they just didn't think that imagery through all the way.
Can anyone explain why every picture you see both have belly buttons?
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody.
Because that is the
Okay.
interpretation of the
Well, I don't
person
think
that
anybody with common sense is supposed to take what they read in the library in the Bible as literal. A lot of it is stories meant to teach you a lesson, not necessarily, you know,
real Bibles do
literal
not have
literal
pictures in them,
things.
number one.
Well,
All the
no,
pictures
but
that you see on the internet are interpretations that people have drawn and
well, the
made
Bible
paintings
is an
of.
interpretation. Why do you think there's so many versions of it?
I'm not getting into religion. We're not going there. We don't do politics. We don't do religion.
Shit, the religion's way less riskier than politics at this point in time. Nobody's, yeah, no, I'm gonna say nobody's religion has ever pissed me off except for Scientology. That one really doesn't count, but
So Munchkin apparently has don't want me to make any more brisket for a while.
that was a lot of brisket.
It was
a lot
delicious though.
It was, but it was a lot. I mean, why is this doing that?
Yeah, I just put a little bit of water in my hair and now it looks like it's darker, like I just lost a couple of years.
Here, it'll just hang out down here since it doesn't want to stay up where it belongs.
We're the Bickersons.
If he would just listen to me and behave himself, it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
So I ordered a mod. Who knows when I'll pay for that thing because I only put some money down on it. I have no idea when I'll ever get that mod. That'll have a custom wrap done on it. Don't know. That's gonna be like probably summertime before I see that. So that's one thing to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this still tastes good. I don't know what their new coils are going to be. I don't know if they're just changing the design of the pot itself so you can fill it from the side, or the coil itself is getting a whole new redesign. But they seem to last fine. Hey, Breeze. I still got plenty of juice. Oh my goodness. I'm still got my stormtrooper is still up to his eyeballs in juice. Literally. How far am I from Virginia Beach? Jazzy.
Depends on what time of day you try to get there.
What, 10, 15 minutes?
If you go in the middle of the night, it's about 20 minutes. If you go at 5 o'clock, it's about 2.5 hours. You're in the future, Walter.
Yeah.
Still Friday here. Yeah. Distance-wise, it's like 25 miles.
Yeah, we're pretty close to Virginia Beach. I mean, the closest beach to us is Buckrow Beach, I think. Mm-hmm. Because, hey, Will.
You will.
Buckrow Beach, we can get there in what, 5-6 minutes? It's not far at all. It's pretty darn close. If there's no traffic, which there's usually not going over to Buckrow Beach. And actually, if I had permission from Langley, I could fly right from that beach. So I could get beach flying done all the time. It's just during tourist season, that beach has got a lot of people on it, and you
Somewhere
can't.
near Virginia Beach, are they playing at the amphitheater? Well, I'll just look it up. Lamb of God is actually from here.
Well, if you come to Virginia Beach, Jazzy, just let us know, because we're not far from there, bud.
Let's see.
You can come hang out with the scuba kind. That'd be an interesting show. Hello, Kramer.
They're gonna be in Baltimore in February.
You're busy planning a paramotor cross-country trip. Do tell, Kramer. Where are you gonna fly to?
I don't see them.
I get worried about planning like cross-country trips on a paramotor because that does take a lot of planning, because you got to worry about food, gas, your oil, where you're gonna sleep, what airspaces you're gonna fly through, how the weather's gonna be.
She also has a camper.
Yeah, that's true. So are they gonna fly and then land and then drive some and then fly and then land? I don't know. I don't know what she has planned, but sounds cool.
When are they supposed to be here, Chazzy?
$60-mile trip from Lone Star. Oh, okay, to your park. Nice. That's a cool trip, Kramer. You could get that done off of one tank of gas, depending on the wind. Because, you know, if you had the wind blowing the right direction, you literally could go from there to the park where you live in 1 hour, because you'd be doing 60 miles an hour. That would be awesome. Now, if the wind's blowing against you, it could take you 4 or 5 hours. Maybe more. Especially if you were going backwards, that would be terrible. Crosswind, you might could cut through. But with the wind, man, you can haul tail. It's amazing to me how much, for people that don't fly, you really wouldn't notice. But if we go up and we're flying against the wind, like even when I was at Soar the Shore, I was flying against the wind towards the beach, and it was taking
the Abbey
forever.
is still open. It's in Norfolk, and looks like a church.
Oh,
yeah, that's
Abbey.
in downtown Norfolk.
Oh, okay. That's not far either. So I'm flying against the wind, and it takes forever. It takes you literally like 30, 40 minutes to get like a couple miles. And then as soon as you turn around and go with the wind, you'll be back in like 2 minutes, if that. It's so much different when you're going with the wind.
All right, I'm going to take a bite, y'all. Let's see how this works out.
Is Walter really coming to the U.S., Tony? I mean, I think Walter's pulling our leg. Okay, now Becca is asking about the Nixidine. Becca, I think that it works somewhat. Like I was telling everybody earlier, I think it's more of a mental thing. If you know in your mind that you're not vaping nicotine, it makes you want to vape something else. I didn't get really anxious like, oh my God, I don't have nicotine, I'm going nuts. I didn't get to that point, but in my mind, I knew I wasn't vaping nicotine, and I thought if I didn't have it, I was going to get angry or bitchy.
Oh my God.
So, what?
These are delicious.
Really?
That's dangerous.
That's what she said, that they taste really good.
Oh, they are so
How big
crispy.
of a bite did you get?
Just a little bite.
It was about an inch?
Yeah, I mean, it's
you're in trouble.
That crust out. Oh my gosh, that's so crispy and flaky, and
so it's not even 9 o'clock, guys.
Dough.
So before 10 o'clock gets here, we should see if Munchkin acts the same. This ought to be interesting.
Dangerous, because those are delicious.
Really?
Yes. Those are really, really good. They should not put drugs in things that taste that good. That's very dangerous.
Oh man, Tetley knocked over a bottle of fighting cock. Come on, Tetley. What happened with our mod heist earlier? Did we die on that
same one?
I don't know if it's the same one or not.
At least I'm not drowning people in the hot tub this time.
I don't even know. Oh, the U.S. version of the retail, you don't even have to take the pot out. It's got the slide door. Put the juice in without taking the pot out. That's why they haven't been officially released. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even read that, Jazzy. I'm not worried about the stupid heist. I probably lost as usual anyway. So this pod that I did get from DCF that was it only had 15% juice left in there, but it's been at 0% for almost a week and it still vapes just fine. I do think that Lost Vape needs to work on their juice counter on these, because literally the first time you hit this, it'll go from 100% down to 95 and then 92 and then 80 something. It's like, really? Off of 4 hits? So this is at 0 and it's still going fine. So that means their counter is way off. They need to fix that. Yeah, so don't be dropping that, Tetley. That's bad.
What? Don't drop what?
Never mind. So the Fly It for Gauge that's coming up in March, from what I understand, they're going to be raffling off a e-bike and a paramotor. Now the paramotor, he's still got to get the details on, and I don't even think it's a used paramotor. It's a brand new paramotor they're raffling off, which is amazing. Whoever wins that's going to be really happy, especially if they already have one. I mean, I would love a second one. I honestly think
would.
if I got another one, I'd probably want to go with the smaller one just because of the gas savings. The EFI and the Atom 80 are very similar as far as gas goes. So now, obviously, the EFI, you got a lot more power, but it still saves the same kind of gas the Atom 80 does. But the Atom 80 don't cost as much as the EFI. Not even close. You have 2.5, Bill? I have 2 paramotors and a half. Well, I only have 1 wing, so...
What happened to the other half, Bill?
I don't know where his other half is. That's strange. And a trike. There you go. I'm still wanting to see you fly that trike, Bill. You can do it. Now that it's cold outside is a perfect time to go fly that trike. I haven't seen any video of you flying it yet. Get it done, man. Know what's better than a second wing? A third. There you go, John Q.
Don't encourage him.
Ooh, you just arrived at Colorado Springs. Got my rental car. Now you got to find a room if this car warms up. Yeah, I know, right, John? It's going to take a little while to warm that car up, John. Just sit there with your shivering hands and with the phone and watching YouTube, and you'll be warm before you know it. Hello, Jade.
Hi, Jade.
You have peach iced tea. That sounds good, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, I want to see Bill fly his trike.
Your random shit.
I can't wait to try the trike again. I think I need to make one tweak on the trike. Now, see, most trikes, even the bolt-on ones, have a set place when you set them in there. The way that the basic trike is, you literally can adjust the trike, the frame, the paramotor frame, however you want. And I think that I had it turned maybe ever so slightly in one direction, so I was pulling a little bit to the right. Now that could be just motor torque, I don't know, but I noticed I was pulling a lot of left brake to stay straight. So I'm thinking next time I mount it, I'm going to turn the motor just a little bit to the right, which will blow the air this direction, which will push me more left, and then I should be fine. Either that, I'll have to adjust my trims. You know, I can adjust the trims and straighten it out, but I want to do it where I don't have to touch my trims at all, and then figure out where that is and mark it. That way I'll know to set it that way every time. I honestly thought about putting a stopper on the front where the frame goes in on that trike so that it holds the front and it also stops it at the perfect level spot so that my motor is straight instead of me guessing. And I really didn't guess. The back of my frame has two little knobs that stick out of the back, and I lined them up on the trike and then tightened it down that way. So I thought I had it straight. Maybe I didn't, or maybe it slid. It's possible.
We have an unnecessary amount of cordage in this house.
Wow, King Cobra even got sherbet right. Aries would be proud.
Sherbert.
It's not sherbet, it's sherbet.
It's spelled sherbet. It's pronounced sherbert unless you're a freak.
Why would it be pronounced sherbet?
Because people aren't weird. It's pronounced
because people aren't weird.
Sherbert.
Are you in the snow, Linda? I don't doubt it where you are.
Oh,
You probably
look at this,
covered
what
in
I found
it.
on the bed.
That's the. I couldn't find that. I've been looking for. I can't find none of my pods. They're strung
Because
out.
you just leave them laying around randomly.
There you go. Of course, that strawberry one's just about had it. Sherbert. Even though it is not spelled that way, there is no R after the B-E.
No, it's spelled sherbet. But
right.
People don't ask for strawberry sherbet. They ask for strawberry sherbet.
I get it. I understand. But there is no R in the spelling of sherbet.
Aren't these the coolest shoes y'all have
I
ever
like
seen?
saying
Look at
sherbet
them.
also. Your shoes aren't showing up very well.
God damn it. Let me get rid of this stupid background. Now that I've cleaned up the mess behind me.
Aluminium, Jazzy. Yeah.
Aren't they cool looking? Look at this. Aren't they so cute? Love these shoes.
Y'all only got 2 inches, Jade? Wow. 4 inches so far. Yeah, we've got 0 inches here. Now, we did get,
That's what she said.
like I said earlier, I know there's a R in sherbet, but there's not a R after the B, like SHERBERT, which is the way everybody says it. Sherbet
Thank you, Harry.
is the way everybody says it, but it's sherbet is the way it's spelled. Just saying. I'm only like 5 3/4, but it's got girth of an oil can. You crazy, Jazzy.
I mean, technically,
I said there's no R after the. I was trying
that would put shebbet. Did y'all hear about the dude that tweeted about hearing Jewish people under his house?
That was
He was
hilarious.
freaking out that he heard Yiddish, and apparently there were Jewish people tunneling underneath his house, and he's like, "I'm not crazy. Some of y'all owe me an apology." Then
But
consider
you
me a
said there's
filthy
no
Philistine.
there's no R. There is one R. There's not 2 R's in sherbet. How about that?
Are we in English class?
I don't know, Walter.
We are hardly the people that need to be.
Yeah, we
teaching English.
definitely don't need to be teaching English.
Do you know I have still not gotten the shipping label for that shark thing yet?
But they already gave you the money back. So why
No,
you
they
worried?
gave you the money back, did they? Did it show up?
Not that I know of. Well, I don't know what card it went on.
Well, I can't.
Maybe
help
that's
you. I
why
don't know
my
what card you
card's
bought
so
or not.
high. Yeah, I'll have to look. It may have come back on there. I didn't look.
Because they said they refunded it.
Yeah.
And then I did a review of the other one that I got, right? And I started out with, did they know how people are shaped? Because the whole bottom half of the shark onesie is supposed to look like fins, right? So it's supposed to be narrower from the waist down, and then the feet are split into two fins. I ordered an extra large, okay? From the waist up, I could fit another human in there with me. From the waist down, it's like a small. So I don't know if they need to figure out their sizing. And they're like, "We're so sorry. Do you want a refund?" I was like, "No, it's fine. Just
John wants to know why
fix
they're
it."
tunneling under his house. He does
I
not.
don't know why they were tunneling. Apparently, they were tunneling from the synagogue that was located next to his apartment building. I haven't really read into. No, it was in New York City. I haven't really read into exactly why they were tunneling under the synagogue, but they were. I can't think of any reason why Jewish people would be digging a tunnel under the border to Mexico.
Tony. So yeah, I figure by 9:45 ish, Munchkin's gonna be feeling better, maybe.
Better than what?
I'm interested to see what that stuff does. Because I don't like feeling out of control. And if that's what
I'm
that
very
does,
disappointed that they taste so good because I really want to eat more because they are very. That crust, you know what phyllo dough is, right?
phyllo
Stuff they
dough?
make, yeah, that baklava is made of. That
Oh, yeah,
really
yeah.
thin. So it's like it's wrapped with layers of that. So it's very crispy and flaky, and the strawberry filling inside is delicious. Delicious. They are really good. No,
Eat the rest of it.
No.
Ozman, she would be tore up. Even the people that we've seen try that only took
Yes,
the
Scott.
smallest bite and it still messed them up. So I'm not one of those that's like, oh yeah, I want to try it.
The strawberry one.
Yeah,
is
show what it
really,
looks
really
like
good.
again on camera for Scott.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good. Like, do they make a non-THC version? Because they should. Because those are delicious. Somebody, I saw a tweet where like they should come up with like edibles but without THC. And people are like, yeah, that's just food.
John Q's trying to get you in trouble.
I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I can't handle.
Sounds delicious.
blue
Eat the whole
stuff.
thing.
It is delicious. They are very yummy.
You
Too
sure you're not
yummy.
just thinking that?
No, I'm positive those are really good. They're really good.
You know, I'm disappointed in myself though because I bought all this warm winter gear so that I could fly when it got cold outside. But I
knew
can't
your
bring
ass was not going up there.
I can't bring myself to go out there in the cold, man, and do it. Well, it's been too
It's
windy.
because you're a giant wussy when it comes to cold.
Yeah, I agree. She might be, Scott. We're gonna find out here pretty soon.
I took a bite that was smaller than what Julie took last week. I don't know if it's supposed to be. Oh, yeah. Servings per container, 2 servings. Serving size is 1 stick.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
Not for this girl. We'll see. I have to see how it affects me because.
It's single serve.
Okay, so it says crispy blunts filled with strawberry, distributed.
Wait, you froze.
So
wait,
it is
wait.
phyllo dough. It's not like
Crispy blunts distributed what? It froze.
by Baklava Sticks LLC. So it's not like phyllo dough. It is phyllo dough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Angela, it's from what we've heard, they're pretty strong, so we're gonna find out. Would you fly in the cold if Munchie watched you? It's not that, John Q.
It just
I
doesn't
like-
like cold.
I like when she's there when I fly because it's better to have somebody on the ground that can, you know, in case something happens, she could call for help or whatever if needs. But
I love
Yes,
whatchamacallits.
I have had
Not for a long
whatchamacallits.
time, Tony. I
Linda.
mean, how long did... If you would have told me as a teenager that I would be able to just order shit like that, or, just, no. I don't know how the cops feel about it, because everywhere you drive around here, it just smells like weed everywhere.
Yeah,
and they can't do
sell 'em.
jack shit about it. They're just like, damn, someone's getting high.
I haven't seen them lately, Scott. They probably got them at Five Below because they carry a lot of that older candy there.
Whatchamacallits aren't old. They sell them at 7-Eleven.
Oh, well, there you go. I haven't seen them in a while.
When was the last time you actually went actively looking for candy bars at the grocery store or 7-Eleven?
Never.
Right.
It's been a long time since I've ever looked for a candy bar.
My favorite are Scores. I like to nibble the chocolate off of it and just leave the top.
Before my time. It is not, Will. Get the hell out of here. That was before my time. I'm impressed that, Hunter that was on our show went and bought that freaking toy hauler for $800. I'm like, dude, how did you get so lucky? How did he find a freaking, basically a pull behind camper for $800? It's like that guy. And it already has built-in lights in it. I mean, obviously he's going to have to spruce it up, but you could do that on your own pace. And, your budget, whatever you want to spend on it to make it nice in there, you could do. Five Below is cool, Linda. I used to go there and get like phone cases for my phone, but now my phone's so old they don't even carry the cases anymore. It's pretty bad. It's like, daggum, man.
Yeah, our phone's so old. It's a few years
I do
old.
need to get
It's
another
like
phone. My
ancient
phone has a
technology.
bad Bluetooth problem. Bad. And I don't want to do it yet. Maybe
So
the
is
next
Dolores
phone.
in here? Is she in here
I
yet?
have not seen Dolores.
I wanted to show her that you actually bought the rack that she recommended on Amazon.
Oh, the rack. Oh, she recommended that?
Yes.
Yeah, it hasn't been put together yet.
I'm aware.
I didn't know where you wanted it. I mean, plus it was your Christmas thing, so I didn't want it.
Well, it's supposed to go in the closet in my office, but that's only if I can get all the shit that's currently in there out of the closet.
Yeah, is it Sam's? I think Sam's has a sale on storage bins. I think we need to go get a bunch of those so that we can take a lot of that stuff that's in the basement, put them in those bins, and stack them up, and it'll open up so much room in the basement. It's ridiculous. Because we got like a lot of stuff in boxes and stuff, and boxes.
No.
Cardboard boxes.
You have a lot of crap
I
in
have a lot of
boxes.
stuff in cardboard boxes. We do have bins, but those bins are like flimsy. I want those hard black and yellow bins that they sell. They're 27-gallon bins, and they're like $8 at Sam's. Get like 8 or 10 of those, and I'll be able to fill all of them up. They have a bigger one that's $16, and it holds a lot, but I don't want to get really big bins because then you can't move the darn things around. They get too full.
I went and got this.
Oh, she went and got the heater.
I mean, now I'm not cold because I've been doing all this shit, but I will be next time, so.
He's getting it pretty. Oh, is he going to flying circus, Linda? Damn. Hunter's come a long way. He literally just started flying at the end of summer, and he's already, and he's scared of heights, and he's mostly self-trained. He did get some prior training, but
over that whole scared of heights thing.
Yeah, now he's like flying around the same way we all do, really. I mean, he hasn't done no really high. Neither have I, honestly. I haven't flown really high. I mean, I think my highest flight was 1,500 feet, maybe 1,600. That's it. But I told myself I wasn't going to go that high for two reasons. Number one, I don't have a reserve. And number two, it has to be spaces in the clouds so that you can still see the ground. So it'll be legal. And we had one of those at one of the flying events. I just didn't want to go that high. It was pretty bumpy, and if it's bumpy, that kind of makes me go, yeah, I'm staying right here. I don't want to go higher.
Here, I cleaned all the stuff off your bed. Lay on the bed. No, you're gonna come up here. Okay.
So yeah, we not only are we going to the aquarium tomorrow, we're gonna have the kids tomorrow also.
2 of them.
Yep, 2 of the kids. Okay. So.
Go plowing, one way or another, Ed. Have fun.
Yeah, Jazzy, go get your plow on. Tony.
Yes, I'm touching your tail. I touch it. I didn't know what that meant every time you.
That's muff diving. I don't plow a delicate flower.
No, that's your first mistake, Ed. I'm just saying.
Wow. You know, I'll be honest, I got to rewatch Will and Shane's show because I missed some of it, and I know he was giving out all the details about the fly-in, and I need to know all those if we're going to try to make it down there, which I really want to go down there, which it's fast approaching. So finding the right airport to go to, whether or not I got to get a rental car, et cetera, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Because I don't want to go, like, say somebody was going to pick us up from the airport, right? We get there, somebody picks up there, brings us to the fly-in. That's great. When we got to go to a hotel, I'm not going to be like, hey, now who can take us to the hotel? Who can pick us up from the hotel? I'm not doing all that. I get a rental car.
No, because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go now.
Right. It's not like, yeah, I don't want to burden anybody with that. So, plus, people don't want to leave and lose their spot. You know, if they got a good spot that they park their car at, they don't want to lose that spot. So, I do need to order a shirt before the price goes up. Now I've been seeing if there's been any battery drop on the hog, and I have literally not vaped this at all, and the battery has stayed right where it's been for the last 2 weeks and just staying right there. So that's a good, it doesn't have any battery draw on it, which is nice. Moderate rain starting over the next 2 hours. Great.
It's been raining.
I know, right? Well, now it's going to be moderate rain. It's going to be a little stronger.
It was pretty fucking moderate when I went down there to get the heater out of the basement. And Tony's back.
The hog is awesome. Yeah, Cloud Chucker. I know you like your hog. It's a great mod. I'm not kicking it. Mo is my guest February 5th on our show. Mo. Oh, that Mo. Okay, cool. Linda, cool. So Mo is the guy that does the flying circus. Now, I don't think Munchkin would be up to going to Arizona.
No, it's too fucking hot there.
Well, I mean, but that fly-in is like, they have...
Unless you're going to let me catch scorpions and bring them home.
Unless you get to do what?
Catch scorpions and bring them home.
Especially as long as you put them in a bin, that's fine. I don't care. But, yeah, they have like flame dancers, and they got a guy with a flamethrower. They got live bands. It's going to be a cool show. I've never been to Arizona. Just saying.
I mean, if we go to Arizona, we're gonna have to go visit.
Wait, you froze again. If we go to Arizona, what?
We have to visit Speed.
Oh. Is Speed's not in Arizona, right? He's in Nevada.
No, he's in Arizona.
Oh, shit. Okay. Your worries are not worrying about just saying. Huh?
I was laughing at John Q. You're whining about a sprinkle of rain. And I'm not whining about the rain. It's
No.
just, it's been raining and it just popped up on the notification on the phone that rain is starting. And it's like, you're a little
Normally
late for
rain
that.
doesn't bother me at all, but now that we're in a flood zone, I don't like when it rains too much here because it floods our entire
It gets
yard.
the neighbor, not us.
It gets the neighbor first, then it runs into ours.
Look, we have never had fish in our yard.
Yes, we did.
They were in their yard.
No, I caught fish in our yard. I got that turtle in our yard.
The turtle had nothing to do with flooding. That was just a turtle.
That turtle wouldn't have been.
I caught the turtle.
That turtle would not have been in our yard had it not been for that flooding.
We don't know that.
That was the smallest turtle I've ever seen. That little son of a gun.
He was very angry.
He was a little bitty turtle. Little bit of turtle. Robert's bringing his boys. So Robert's going there too? Well, I mean, I could see where Robert's going because, Flying Circus out there, there's places that they could paraglide. Even if he's not going to be using a paramotor, he could go gliding there. No problem.
Tom Cruise is not an awesome anything.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, he was on last night's show. Right, Tony. I saw him. I saw it. You lived in Arizona 40 years? Damn, Linda. You had to get away. So you went from extreme heat to extreme cold? What the hell?
What?
Linda went from like one of the hottest states to one of the coldest.
What are you doing?
You're just tempting fate, aren't you?
I don't understand why she insists being up here, like right here.
Yes, that's where she likes to lay, right on her face.
Tom Cruise can't reach anything.
Unless you touch her tail, because she does not like you touching her tail. I don't know why that cat is so particular.
She bit my nose yesterday when I was doing it. My boobs are not a cat shelf. I'm just saying.
It's blowing crazy outside. Yeah, I don't even know. Our wind has been like on and off. It's changed. It's went up and down and up and down. Right now it shows a pretty good wind going on. 24 miles an hour right now. Is that gust? That's just wind is 24. The gusts are... The gusts are 42 miles per hour. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah. That color screen is never good. This is like a pinkish color. But the regular wind...
All right, Shmoo, I need to get a drink. Get off me.
The regular wind is 26 miles an hour. Well, it went away. Right when I try to show it, it goes away. So between 26 and 46 miles an hour, which is not kiting weather. Oh, you're near your family. Okay. He wants to do his show from there. Linda, I don't see why not. I mean, I guess the hardest part will be getting internet out there. I don't know if somebody's got Starlink or something. You know, if I had Starlink and I could afford it, I would just pay. I would just charge people, be like, hey, you want on my high-speed internet? Pay me whatever per day, you know, and you can get my Wi-Fi password and get on my Starlink, because that stuff's not cheap. They charge you regardless, especially the Roman one. Like if you want to be able to move your Starlink from place to place, that one, then the price goes way up. But it's a good way to get, you know, coverage out in the middle of nowhere. You're only seeing your comments? Well, that's not good. You've golfed in 42-mile-an-hour wind? Did the ball come back at you, John? You know, golfing in 42-mile-an-hour wind is different than trying to kite a wing that catches all the air. For even a 700-pound man, it would lift him up in the air. There's no way. Wind is strong, okay?
Okay.
That's kiting
Looks
weather?
bad.
No, Tony. That is not kiting weather, man. If I did kite in it, I'd have to get video so y'all could see somebody get blown across the field like a rag doll, because that's what would happen. Oh, he talked to Mo. He's going to set him up. Cool. There you go, Linda. As long as he's got it set up.
So I had notifications on Telegram, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says your contacts on Telegram is just telling me there's 2 new contacts. Dryer guy. It's the repairman that came to fix my dryer at the old house when I was supposed to call him to let him know that the part was in. So I guess it really does pull all of your contacts on there. Dryer guy.
Well, I don't think the edible that she's taken has done anything to her yet. We're still waiting. I don't know if it's going to kick in when she stands up.
I can feel it a little bit.
Little bit. Okay.
Yeah. It was just a little bit. Well, we
think
give
of
it
all
more
the
time,
views.
because it's only been 30 minutes.
They would be bad views, Breeze. They'd be like, look at this dumbass kiting in 42-mile-an-hour wind. Actually, don't look at him, because he's flying across a screen right now, and you wouldn't be able to see me.
Just a blur as you get drugged past the camera.
People would love it. I'm too old for that, Breeze. Any contact with the ground would equal broken something. Broken hip, broken leg, arm, you name it. Back, neck. I might be okay with a helmet on. Keep my head from busting wide open.
Did he show you the little ducks we got?
I saw some guys flying. What country were they flying from? Because it was in another language. And I was like, man, I don't know who's training them wherever they're at, but all it was showing was bad paramotor videos. But I was like, wow.
Aren't these so cute?
Oh, yeah, those are the
see their little hats? Let's see. What is that?
They got sunglasses, too.
You are ducking amazing. You are ducking enough. Yeah, here's a whole bag of duck sunglasses.
Yeah, I got 108 ducks. They all have different sayings on them, and not a lot of them are duplicates. Don't get me wrong.
There's 4 different sayings.
Yeah, they're almost all. 4 different sayings out of 108. So you could split them up.
We need to bring one to the office and give one to everybody. You are ducking beautiful. Yes.
Well, that would be a girl one.
You are ducking worthy. There's one.
She's trying to find another saying.
Yeah. They're so cute, though.
They're
Not
cool, but they're big. You know, we were using the little
Yeah.
ducks to hide from our boss, and those are way too big to not see.
Yes,
So
these are slightly bigger than the old ducks.
I need a refill.
His sweaters for his kitties. I had sweaters for. Actually, they weren't sweaters. I had baby clothes that I saved from my old cat, and there was a little clown onesie that had the little balls on the shirt and little hats. Wouldn't say they're funny, John Q. They're cute. They have on knitted hats. And I put it on him, and he just sat there glaring at me and refused to move. Now he didn't do the just fall over thing. He just sat there like, I'm not moving until you take this shit off. So I've never tried to dress up a cat since then. John Q, I'm not even one that ordered them. He ordered them. Because who doesn't need 120 ducks with knit hats on them? You know what, John Q? I'm sure they do have ducks that say that, because they have little S&M ducks. So they've got little ball gags in their beaks. And
You know, that's weird
we didn't
because
buy those though.
all the Hanayama puzzles I got, I've solved no problem. The ones that we got from wherever, Big Lots, Marshalls, I don't know. I have not solved, I don't even think, one of those puzzles yet. Maybe one out of the like 8 puzzles I got. And they're all hard. One of them that she got, well, I told her I may want it, and she got that one, and it's going to take a long time to solve that one. A long time.
I mean, technically, you picked out one, and I grabbed like 4 others.
Now the escape room one, I don't know when she got that because I never saw that one. That
one was not from Marshalls,
right.
and that one needs to not end up tossed in a box somewhere because that was expensive. So once you solve that, it needs to go up on a shelf for display.
Okay. But some of the other ones are just. One of them looks really simple.
That one was not a $4.99 Marshalls puzzle.
Right. Oh man,
The ones we got from Marshalls, those wooden ones were cool looking. How much were the ducks, dear?
I don't remember. They weren't that much when I got them because they had a sale. I don't know why I don't even know why it popped up on my feed because
I thought you were on Woot. No,
it was Woot.
Find something to do with yourself. Go over there.
You're right.
Go be a cat.
It was Woot. Let me see how much it was on Woot. Let me log in.
I mean, would you expect anything less from him, John Q? He just buys all kinds of weird shit. I mean, I can't talk because I gotta.
Now the last mystery bag I got. Oh my God! I paid that much for them.
For ducks?
Yeah.
How much did you pay?
$26.49.
They were on sale though. I thought it was like a lightning deal or something. Or whatever they called them.
Let me hit view. No, they were $24.99. I got free shipping.
Must have been feeling rich that day.
I don't know what the heck.
$25 worth of fucking ducks.
I don't remember it being that. Man, what was I doing? Because I don't remember it being that expensive.
Because you are a compulsive shopper.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have not, Bill. I've not heard of that one. Now?
If I gotta pay for it, I don't want it. Speaking of,
I thought I got them for like $8, man. What in the heck? Those are some expensive ducks.
They are expensive ducks.
You know, we pay for cable here, and we have a cable box, and we've probably turned it on.
We don't pay for
twice.
cable. That's the
Well,
basic cable. You get that with your basic cable plan that we have to have the internet.
yeah,
It's cheaper because you're bundled.
right.
If I was paying for it, you better believe that cable box would be up on the TV front and center, and we wouldn't be watching YouTube videos of zombies every goddamn night. I can tell you that much.
I don't watch just zombies. I watch
Oh
paramotor
no,
videos.
sorry. He flips back and forth between paramotor and zombies videos. And why are all the people, or 90% of the people that stream zombies, fucking British? There's one dude he watches that it drives me crazy. It's like nails on a chalkboard because the boy cannot pronounce TH. It all comes out as F's. So bruv and together and just I cannot stand him. And then that weird dude from New Zealand
B-Man?
that does his intro staring directly at the camera with his eyes as wide as they can be without blinking.
What's up, guys? B-Man here.
Yeah, but see, you
he's
don't have
weird.
that crazed, unhinged look in
He
your
does
eyes.
look
that he
weird.
does.
I don't.
He does look crazy.
If you ever seen one of his videos, you know what we're talking about.
You can't put a price tag on ducks, but if you could, $25 is insane. I mean, if we're talking like 125 real ducks, I'd have a duck army.
Rip Trippers never blinked. I've never paid that much attention to Rip Trippers, but I believe you.
Now I'm gonna have to go look, but I really don't want to look at Rip Trippers. I'm still amazed how people live in Florida and don't have a house full of iguanas, because that's like free pets when they start falling out of trees and shit.
Well, I've never really seen a lot of iguanas in Florida, but when we took that trip down to the Bahamas, and then they took us to that private island, I think the iguanas.
Yeah, but those ones will fuck you up.
Those owned they owned that island.
Hi, Mick.
They were every damn
the ones
where.
in Florida, when it gets too chilly, they just start falling out of the trees.
No, they had, because this private island, they had a hammock, right? So I went to lay on the hammock. There was iguanas everywhere. On the tree, on the ground, staring at me. They were everywhere. And they weren't small. They were big iguanas.
What the hell are Tony and Will talking about? Now I gotta scroll back up because I'm nosy. Oh, they're insulting each other. Okay, there we go.
Because I know stuff. Bill, when you gonna fire that trike up, man? You know you got to. I want to see Bill fly his trike. You know, somebody asked me a question on my YouTube video about my Kanguk basic trike, and now that I think back about it, I think he was talking about something else completely. Alls he put for the comment was like, but yeah, how do you mount it? And I thought he was talking about the cell phone mount or the mirror mount. I think he's talking about actually mounting the paramotor to the trike. I didn't show that in my video. I said I'll show it after it was already mounted, which I did. So I'm probably going to have to do a video that shows me actually
that'll
screwing
give you a reason to go play with your toys. Just make sure you dress warm so you don't cut. Look, he goes out, like I go out to get in the car and I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt and he's got his jacket. He's like, hurry up, it's cold outside. Brrr. You're a weenie.
I don't like the cold. I'm a warm person, so I need to stay warm.
I'm not a fan of Target. The only thing I like about Target is when you walk through the front door, you can smell coffee and popcorn. I like that, but if you fucking vented those smells at me walking into Walmart, that would make me happy too. But what's strange is I've never ever bought coffee or popcorn from Target. I just like the smell when I walk in.
I remember, I don't know, you'd have to be pretty old. The first time I ever saw one of those indoor type snack bars was at Kmart. Kmart used to have a snack bar in the back of the store.
I remember that.
So, see, we're old. So, yeah.
I remember when, I don't know if y'all had a Montgomery Boards, but they had a snack bar too.
No,
And
we
at some point in time, it turned into an auto parts section, which was boring. But
that Kmart that was in Georgia on Beaufort Highway was one of the last Kmarts still around before they shut them all down. It still stayed open when everything else got shut down. I'm getting there, Silent. I'm trying to get to 185. I play way too much Modern Warfare 3. Good Lord, man. Bill, I would appreciate that. I mean that 100%. I want to see you fly that trike. Or, if nothing, just show me. Silent, I'll be honest.
okay, they do have good carts, Will. I'll give you that.
I thought, and you probably did too, that I was going to hate these zombies because it's not round based like we're used to. But it is riddled with glitches just like round based zombies were, which is what makes the game fun. Believe it or not, because if there was no glitches,
you suck at it. Otherwise,
if there was no glitches in Modern Warfare 3, it would not be fun. It just wouldn't be fun. The tombstone, if they all to fix 99% of the problems or the overflow of money in the whole game, all they have to do is take tombstone perk away. Boom, solved. People would be scrambling. Right now you can go in a game and they just give away free money and plans. If they took that away, wouldn't nobody be giving away nothing? I guarantee it. It's hilarious.
How the hell do you spell philo dough?
I don't know. It would be a grind fest. Yeah, you're right, Silent. It would be nuts. I haven't even tried to do like my camo challenges yet, so I got a long way to go on that. Even though I've probably maxed out the
okay.
What's that small gun that everybody uses now, a Kimbo style?
How is it
the
spelled
Swarm?
2 different ways.
I have the Swarm, but I have it single mode because single the gun fires faster than it does a Kimbo, so I use it single, and it works way better single.
That drink
I think
kicked in that crispy blunt.
Oh, really? You're kicked in now. How you doing?
Yes, my feet are tingling. It definitely.
Oh, see, I don't like the tingling feet thing.
The tingling feet is not the problem. It's the racing heart and the fact that it feels like I'm having a heart attack is what I don't like, but I haven't experienced that yet.
So you have an AFib thing, right? So I noticed that.
Not technically, that's extremely serious. What I have is a mitral valve prolapse. So when my heart beats, it doesn't squeeze enough to get all the blood out of it.
Look at this dude.
Every once in a while, it'll do an extra beat.
What's tonight's giveaway? Get the heck out of here, John Q.
It's concerning enough when you can feel it flutter when you're fine, but when you're high and you can feel it, which it intensifies it, it makes you paranoid.
Oh wow, it got kicked way up under my desk. My rest for my keyboard.
I'm not gonna die, Silent. I'm just feel like
you don't know what chickens.
Somebody knocked over a bottle of fighting cock. So last Friday, I was drowning people left and right. Now people are abusing alcohol.
I know, right? It's, what's funny about Munchkin really doesn't get into the zombies thing, but she actually will watch it every once in a while. And she act like she.
See, now you're just being sarcastic, Silent. Fuck off, man.
She acts like she might want to play it at some point, which she could.
I don't like games where I can't stop and look around, and
I will say that about this version of zombies. Whereas most of the round-based ones, there's a spot to stand around. There are a few spots in Modern Warfare 3, like on top of the cranes and stuff you can get, and the zombies can't
Stop
touch
staring
you.
at me.
But most of the area, zombies always will. Even in Zone 3, if you go over by the mystery box, you shoot maybe 5 zombies, nothing else comes after you. I could stand there all day.
I want to look around, and there's so much stuff to look at, like all the cool buildings, and I want to go investigate shit.
Cloud Chucker, if you get it, I can hook you up,
boxes
dude.
And they don't give you a chance to do that.
We can go through and get all the story missions done, which is the hardest part, really. I didn't do any of the stories. I did finally finish Act 1. Then I got all the way to the end of Act 2, but I don't want to lose my tombstone. So I got to have at least one other player play with me so they can revive me so I don't lose my tombstone, because I don't trust public to revive me. They don't usually...
No, one of them... I didn't say
Oh, yeah,
that.
one dude... All right, this is why I don't trust the public. Because, all right, I've seen, I don't know how many times...
stood over your body and watched you die?
I've seen people go, res please, G2, E5, whatever. They'll ask to get resed, and people will go do it. Now, when I see somebody down, if they're near me, I'll go revive them, no problem. But when I went down, dude literally came and stared at my body and didn't do anything.
No,
I was like, really?
He also didn't teabag him repeatedly, which makes me think that maybe his game glitched out, his controller died.
No, he was staring at me like...
No, everybody else would have teabagged you, though.
Look at this dude laying there dead. Look at this dude. Yeah.
No, he did shoot a man in Reno just to watch him die. No, I do not have an anal
I would have
prolapse.
teabagged.
See, Silent knows I'm right, though. That's how you got your name, Tetley? Seriously? I hope that means you were teabagging people on a video game and not real life. Tetley said that's how he got his name. Tetley Teabag.
I just got the crossbow today. Well, yesterday actually, but I got it unlocked today. I never got... When I first started playing the game, I got the crossbow, but I never exfilled with it. I didn't realize that you had to exfil to learn the crossbow. Go figure. So I got that, and now I got the crossbow, and it's maxed out now. So I got the explosive tips on there, which seem to work pretty darn good, actually.
I cannot see in any circumstance where that would be pleasurable, Silent.
Some people like it in real life. What?
You know what?
Okay.
Snacks.
That's news to me. Yeah, Cloud Chucker, why don't you have the game yet, man? What's taking you so long? Get it. Get it done. Make sure you friend me on Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. If you need my Activision ID, I can get it for you. Because I know Silence on PlayStation. I have both, but I only own the game on Xbox. I don't want to buy the game again for PlayStation when I rarely ever play PlayStation. And I would have to start from the beginning because I don't have it on PlayStation. I'd have to start all over again, which is a pain in the ass. Wouldn't that be funny, though? Like, have a game running on the Xbox and then run one on the PlayStation and then both play in the same game.
What they do on Fallout.
Yeah, they do. We're friends? Okay, cool, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, I mean...
That is pretty gross, Silent.
My problem is I got a headset that works on...
I would imagine you can only do that so often.
I got a headset that works on an Xbox or PlayStation. It doesn't do both at the same time. So I'd have to have 2 different headsets on. That's fine. I never got any of the Sony headsets because it's like they got the Pulse one. Now they got those headphone ones, the earbud ones, but they're expensive. And I haven't seen real good reviews on them. So it's like...
And wash appropriately, right, Tony?
If you teabag, please shave, just saying.
I mean... I think a hair removal cream would be better because if you shaved, it would get prickly, and that'd be like getting hit in the eyeballs with a cactus.
Are you munching now? Or do you got the munchies? Munchkin? Why are you eating?
I perpetually have the munchies. Why else would I have bought this to begin with?
You are eating marshmallow and digging out of your boob marshmallow treats.
It went down my shirt. I'm not just gonna leave
Jesus. Wait, Munchkin ate something called, or ate
Munchkin
a
has
piece.
a slight buzz, but I also like marshmallows. So.
She ate a piece of.
Those
Show
two
it on
aren't
screen so
necessarily
Silent can see
related.
it.
God damn it! You're making me drop my marshmallows.
Well, you keep dropping them down your boob, at least, you know. She ate a piece of one of those, Silent. They're just, that one's strawberry. And, what drugs did you give her? So she had a crispy blunt. It's like a
D9 THC. He didn't give me drugs.
Nope, she got that all on her own. That had nothing to do with me. So.
We still have chocolate in the fridge. And butter. Well, funny you say that, right? So I used some on my little mustache. And that's not good for your face, so it was all raw and shit. So I went to work, and one of the dudes I worked with came up to me. He goes, "If you needed money that bad, all you had to do was ask." It was so fucked up. But yeah, don't. That's the way they say you should do test patches.
Don't use Nair. Okay. I had a Nair issue at one time because I was going to made the big decision that I'm gonna take all the hair off my chest, right? So I took the Nair and put it all over my chest and my boobs and everything. Don't put Nair on your nipples. I'm just saying.
No.
I did not know that. It didn't get the hair off, but
I just spilled my marshmallows.
My boobs were crusty for like 3 weeks. They were sore and not my boobs, my nipples. My nipples were like scabbed up from that damn Nair. So don't put Nair around your nipples.
No. I don't have any Cheetos, John Q, but I did get a box of the burnt version of the Cheez-Its because those are delicious, the extra toasty ones.
Crusty boobs, yay. Hey, she's got crispy blunts. I had crusty boobs. Same
Silent,
thing.
I've had that bag for like 4 months now, so you can only eat so many of those before they start to taste not good. Kitty.
So do I have man boobs? Silent. No, I'm not that big, Silent. What's up, Vapors bad boy? What's the biggest bong? Really?
Tony, there's one that was you had to stand up to hit it. It was purple and it sat on the floor.
I'm not 280.
Now that would probably kill me now, but
at the most I'm 245. I'm not going to show my stomach because this is YouTube, but I'm not.
No, he doesn't.
There. I'm not that fat, okay? I don't have like hanging over gut or anything like that. Jeez. Y'all act like I weigh a ton. I'm just big. But
he's pretty thick.
We are going to go back, at least, even if Munchkin doesn't, I'm going back on the diet.
We got to get all the food out of this house first.
Well, stop adding to it.
We got a shitload of cereal and
you bought cookies. And I'm eating.
What did you buy?
Nothing.
Yeah, you did. Waffles.
You told me to get the waffles.
Well, those are for the girls, but No,
Ooh.
because I'd probably be right behind him, silent. We're not eating by ourselves, okay? I mean,
If Scuba weighed 400, would you leave him? No, she'd be right next to me. All right, what else we gonna get to eat?
yeah, I mean, we're not doing this on our own. You can ask all the questions you want. Wait,
Without
you use
being
what
judged.
on your chin? Okay, now I got to scroll back to see what Angela's using on her chin, especially after the conversations between Tony and Will and Tetley. What do you use on your chin, Angela?
Another 6 months of inflation, you won't have any food, right, John Wayne? Food prices are ridiculous right now.
I'll
honestly
always
are.
have food. I mean, I'll go without other shit. I'm having food. The water bill can wait. They cut you off here. At least you got to get like 3 months past due. I'm not going without food
I don't know.
or good toilet paper. I got to draw the line somewhere. I have priorities. No, we're not going to do politics silent. That is one thing that is off limits here. See, Linda, I only buy soda when it's buy one, get one free. So that's why we switch back and forth, because I'm not paying $7 a 12 pack. And the kids are coming. I bought 2 generic 12 packs. Those things were $3 a piece. So,
Believe it or not, the kids actually look forward to coming over here. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like our house is way bigger than what they live in currently,
silent.
so I don't know why they want to come over here. Well, besides them having a yard to play in, they got a park there though, so I don't know.
Yeah, they live right across the street from a park, and then there's a church a little bit further back that has another playground. So,
Scuba 2024, yeah, right. I would not run for any reason, Silent. There's no way. Number one, nobody knows who I am.
what are you doing? You can't do that. You
Besides
can't run for president unless you're a millionaire already. So,
right? Yeah, you got to be able to campaign.
I mean, that ought to tell you something right now. Literally, you are not allowed to run for president unless you have a certain net worth. Full stop.
Really?
So, it's a built-in rich boys club. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on.
I thought you could just ask for campaign contributions
Well,
by
you
doing
can do that too.
dinners.
They didn't say you had to spend your own money. You just have to have it. So,
I'm a low-key millionaire.
Silent, there would be no way he could keep that a secret. This house would have, well, we wouldn't be in this house, but whatever it would be, it'd be covered in neon lights, and yeah, he'd have a fucking paramotor pad in the backyard.
I knew Scuba was banked. Tony,
see, I use tweezers, Angela. I keep tweezers everywhere. Those chin hairs don't stand a chance.
I'm fortunate. I definitely don't make a lot of money, but I've been fortunate. I mean, I wouldn't even been able to afford a paramotor if, my mom passed away and the house got sold. That's the only reason I had money to be able to buy a paramotor. Otherwise, I'd be paying on that thing forever.
That wasn't the paramotor money. That was your aunt that passed away. And
really?
That went through, yeah, because your mom was one of her heirs, and the way she wrote her will.
No, the paramotor money was for my mom.
No.
Yes.
It wasn't. That was for the house.
Where do you think all that money came? Trust me. The first amount of money was not that much. Well, maybe it was. Okay.
It was, but I have all the emails, so I can go look and tell you you're wrong in front of everybody, or you can just believe me.
Yeah. Well, my aunt passed away, and she gave us money, which I'm like, that blew my mind, because my aunt I met one time when I was 7 or 8 years old. That's it. but she left half of her estate to us, and the other half went to a cat foundation or something.
Well, your mom was one of the heirs for that. And the way her will was written, when she passed away, all of your mom's heirs got her share.
So there you go.
That's why you got some, and your niece and nephew got some.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though. Yeah, but yeah, so instead of me buying a paramotor on credit and having to pay on it for the next umpteen million years, mine's paid for. Thank goodness. So I have to be careful with it. So where is your hammer of God? It's right here, Vapor's bad boy. You think it's this different color again? We're gonna go through that whole thing? It's the same color purple you got. And look, it's got batteries in there. Does the heart cover up the last message on anyone? Yes, it does, Will. That gets on my nerves, too. I wish that heart thing, they would take it away. They should make it an option to where you can click on it and
prove it, John Q, but yeah.
Move it or something. I hate that heart being right there. Because a lot of times people will say something and I'm like, I can't read it. Somebody say something else.
Wait a second for someone else to talk. Tony's getting deja vu. Now everybody's pressing the heart. I mean, I make pretty good money, but the government takes a lot of it.
I make less than a McDonald's employee. We're about the same there, Bill. I don't make much. Munchkin makes more money than I do.
Damn it, Janet is not an artist, Silent.
Now, when I lived in Georgia, I made good money. I cannot complain. For the amount of hours I worked, I made damn good money. Because I only worked 4 or 5 hours a day, maybe, and still got paid like a full-time employee. So, will that hog take a 41 millimeter tank? I believe so, King Cobra. I can measure it right now. Actually, I got my
What does he do now? Well,
my micrometer is dead. Never mind. But yeah, because this tank is 41 millimeters, the Voltrove, and it fits on there.
Estate.
So this is the Hadron Pro, and it barely overhangs on the edge right here. But now if I take this same tank, which was already on the hog, and screw it onto the hog, I mean, it's like it's made for this thing. There's no overhang here whatsoever. That's
it's on that one.
Yeah,
it looks way better with the black on black, in my opinion. Not just aesthetically, but the tank seems to.
What's wrong with purple and black?
If you'd let me finish what the fuck I was saying, I said not just aesthetically, but the tank almost looks like it's part of the mod when it's black on black. It doesn't stand out so much as it is with the black on the purple. Damn it, Janet is a she. It's also a...
Yeah, damn it, Janet is a she.
Yeah. I think she might be a little old for Silent, though, Wally. Silent's young.
Yeah, Silent is a young buck.
I mean, hey, that may work perfectly for them. I don't know. I'm not going to judge, but...
You'll be moving out of the USA?
Pretty sure she's in her 60s, Silent. Yeah, he wants to move to... Where did you say you wanted to go? Dubai?
You better really think that through there, Silent.
Hey, it's an adventure.
All that freedom and stuff you have here is not like that in other countries.
Well, then he can just come back. I mean, it's an adventure. Look, he's young, he's got the drive to do it, and he doesn't have anything
Marie
holding him
Osmond
here,
still looks
so
hot. I'd
you
do
go for it.
her. But I don't want the freedom to drink. No one's forcing you to drink.
Okay,
Sorry.
well, you can still drink in Dubai. You think they don't drink there? They do.
Anyways, so how do you feel now? It is
I
10
think
o'clock.
this is the perfect amount of buzzed.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, it's past 10 o'clock for some reason. I don't know how that slicks.
I mean, for some reason, time
It
keeps on ticking,
It
ticking.
snuck right on up on us, and we have to get up early tomorrow because we're going to the aquarium, guys.
Early. We have to be in Virginia Beach by 12:30.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah,
I thought it was
30.
early.
I saw -27.
Why would they wait till noon to go? Well, I mean, that's fine, I guess.
12:30. Because it's not too early, but it's not too late.
Don't leave. -47.
Jesus.
Kyle, it is not no -47 where you're at.
She's in her 60s, Silent.
Get the heck out of here. -47.
Yeah, that's just.
Really?
Once you're like -10.
-47. So if you go out and pee right now, does it freeze midair? I'm just wondering. Is that one of the, is that when
Go
it gets
try
that
it.
cold, can you go throw water and it freeze while it's coming out of the pan?
Yeah, that's a little too
That's
cold.
nuts cold.
No, that's no nuts cold. 'Cause
Hell
they
no.
are crawling back
I
up
would not
inside
have
your
any
body.
nuts left. It would be gone. As long as it's hot water, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
like
no.
once it hits like 14, 13 degrees, yeah, that's too cold. I'll still go out there, but I'll actually like wear a coat and gloves.
19 Celsius is
But yeah,
decent
-47.
temperature, I do believe. Hey, Ziggy, what's 19 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
19 degrees Celsius is 66.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
66 degrees. That's freaking nice.
yeah, 66 degrees is. Do we really need? We don't need to turn the heat on.
This is my cutoff point. 50 degrees. If it's above 50, I can dish it out. And I could fly in that, no problem. When it gets below 50,
You have avoided doing things outside because it was cold and it was
no,
almost.
you were like, you're not going to do that right now. It's Thanksgiving. You are
That's
not
really-
allowed to go fly.
That is not
You
what
did say that.
That's not what I was just talking about.
Oh, well.
I said you have avoided doing other things outside because it was like 55 degrees.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you told me, tell me I can't go fly on Thanksgiving and make it sound convincing. I think I sounded pretty convincing.
Yeah, but you didn't do it in a nice tone. You were like, I'm like, holy crap, I wasn't going to go anyway. But
See?
you weren't
I
even
wasn't gonna
trying.
go anyway.
She was not complying with what I said. That was her own personal feelings. That's different. I said,
Hey,
try to
who
convince
am
me.
I to decide when our mutual wants coincide? You wanted me to tell you not to go, and I think I did that.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Make sure that y'all tune in. I'm pretty sure that 38 Celsius. Dadgum, Walter, that's hot. That's hot.
He's on the other side of the world.
Hey Ziggy, what's 38 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
38 degrees Celsius is 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
100 degrees.
He's in Australia. It's
Damn.
like, isn't it y'all the start of
He's
summertime?
sweating bullets.
Sweating bullets.
Anyways,
That's a song. Did you
Y'all
know
have a
that?
great weekend. We'll catch y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And make sure to y'all, if Will and Shane do a show next Tuesday, make sure y'all catch that
What are
too.
y'all talking shit?
They are always talking stuff.
No pictures. Trust me. Y'all don't want to see those. Y'all are horrible.
Oh,
Goodbye.
goodness. Good night, everybody. Bye.